There's some tracks out in the dirt. Something big was moving around here. Let's follow them and see where they go. Right through the mud. Right through here, over these bushes. Oh, I threw more puddles. Oh, there it is. Moved the northwest over to the shop. Went pretty well. I probably should have filmed the move because with no swing brake, the boom or the counterweight would want to go to the lowest side, and especially after the, I don't know if you can see it over there, but there's a little power line to a street light, and didn't want the this thing swinging around or swinging through this narrow area next to this truck trailer. But it moved over here. Oh yeah, so I should have filmed it, because what we did was we hooked up lowered the boom all the way, maybe about 6 feet off the ground, and hooked up a strap to the back of my Mountaineer over here, and that led the way so the boom would stay pointed in the direction we wanted it to, and it worked. We got the northwest over to the shop without bumping into anything, and so now that it's close to the shop, we can use it. Well, I got a little bit of work to do to it. I need to put the cable, run the cable, and put the hook on there, and then I can easily pull the counterweight off the back of my forklift, because that needs some servicing. And I think this crane's gonna quite be up to the task of doing that. I'll probably try to move it into a position where it's a little bit more level than it is. Oh, and about the swing brake not working, the shaft was seized, and I've been spraying some deep creep in oil holes and letting it soak. And the shaft, which is that one that's kind of on the left behind that cover, pointing down at about a 45-degree angle, that's the lever for the swing brake, and I was bumping that around with a hammer a little bit, and it's moving. It's moving now. It's tough to move, but it is moving. So I think with some more soaking and working it around, we'll get that thing moving. And if I can swing it out of the way all the way, then I can pull it out and get it cleaned up. And I thought about putting grease fittings in there. A couple guys said, no, don't do it, it just takes oil. So if I don't put grease fittings in it and just leave it as oil, I'll have to build some type of cover to go over that, because the oil holes just get filled up with water. Either way, just a little bit of extra work, but no big deal. So yeah, that's that. It was nice to start it up, listen to the Murphy diesel, and it walked across the yard with no problems. All right, Well, hey, have a great day. Talk to you soon. All right, so I had to paint some pieces, and it's bright out here. I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but these are parts for 70 Cougar, and they're just painted in trim black. And you know, I realized as I'm looking for a place to hang these up, you know, if I had a lot of pieces, the thing to do would be to lower this boom down almost level to the ground, hang those pieces, and I could paint a lot of pieces that way. But since I had a little bit of paint out, I found out that I needed to get a lot more paint out because this back of the Northwest was in primer because he had a counterweight on the back, an additional counterweight. And so I said, well, let me mix up some more paint. I was tired of looking at the primer gray, and painted this counterweight portion, the black. And at some point here, I'll get some white, do the outline, and dab it on the face of the letters there. But it yeah, came out pretty good, or good enough. I mean, to make it really good, it would have been needed to be blasted and cleaned up better. But I just, you know, the rest of the thing is kind of shabby. So, but got it done. At least it's doesn't stick out like a sore thumb or a sore counterweight, just sitting there in primer. So it's a little something.